There's no dessert. It's 9:30 at night. Nah, go to bed. 9:30. Good night. Big blessings.
evening, Deana. How you doing?
Great.
Excellent.
I mean, it's been funny. This has been a comedic week.
I heard it was a quiet week.
Yeah. So much stimulation going on everywhere. Like everybody is just losing their fucking collective minds.
It's been stimulating for sure. Very, very stimulating. There's been a lot and again, even to give you guys an idea, we've made the announcement, and I cover in the opening sort of the tweet to give you guys the highlights of everything. I couldn't fit everything into it.
No.
There is a little bit more of what's going in there, and hence I'm so glad we have the and more because it's very applicable this week.
Yeah.
As most of you guys know, so much has been occurring. The biggest highlight, obviously, is in regards to the convoy, STC. We're going to go through the whole thing, and as a little background for as Dee and I prepared for everything this evening. Even today, I was prepared with stuff on Monday for everything we're coming up to, and then yesterday, even more stuff coming up, and then today, we're like, no,
it was ridiculous. Today was ridiculous. Oh my god!
So
wait
much
to talk about today.
Yes, but even before we get into all those, again, I forgot about the new thing I wanted to do, which was polls. Until this week, I decided to fire one up, especially in particular what's going on, which was a lot of conflicts we've been seeing this week, which were just absolutely entertaining because we're sitting back watching like these two are fighting and these two are fighting and these two are fighting, and this is good. I'm okay with all this chaos going on around here. So we did fire off.
It's really mean, though. Like what's happening, what they're doing to each other is fucking mean.
It is,
like,
but
it's hardcore.
And it is absolutely cruel. And we're going to go through a few of those too.
Yeah.
But I mean, some of these, I'm looking at them, I'm like, this is the same energy and that they would be firing towards, people who don't deserve that. Like, if you're throwing out hate and you're being attacked by somebody else who's throwing out hate, I'm like, you know what? Have at her.
Yeah.
You guys are hate providers. Throw at each other. Cool.
Correct.
The people who don't deserve it aren't going to be getting it. Go.
Yeah. Agreed.
Go. I will.
Agreed. But it's like perfect example of what they would do to anybody if they're doing it to their own. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? Like they're relentless. They are.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Absolutely brutal. So we did a quick poll this week. Or we did. Yes, because somebody didn't get a chance.
I just found out about it like maybe 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. So it's a little bit on me. I didn't get Deana to also to retweet it, but still, you know what? I got a fair amount of numbers. There's about almost 200 people that came back, and we just fired off three simple questions. So 3 simple options of the poll, which was, of all the fights going on, which is your favorite? And number one, Convoy 2.0 versus Stanford D at almost 75%. Like that was the most insane conflict you guys saw this week.
I would have voted for that. Spoiler alert, but I would have voted for that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I saw it hit number one, and I am just absolutely not surprised. I mean, that is the most ridiculous thing as it was. I mean, the other ones, there was the Hadigan versus Krima, which was number 2, which also was kind of a surprise. It was kind of a weird falling out.
Yeah.
And then the third one, which was Kamel and Bahira, who were very close, very tight in regards to the whole thing. Suddenly, nope, she's been relieved of all her duties. And we're going to get into that one also a little bit later.
Yeah, because I don't agree with your assessment right there, but we'll get to it.
Well, I'm not assessing anything. Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to assess anything, but I mean that's kind of his statement there as to what he said. Sorry, somebody changed something on me in regards to how this interface works. I'm learning how to use the software again. Not the lap. Just our broadcast software. Sorry. Catching up. But we're going to get into the first story right away, which is something that many of us may be familiar with. So in Quebec, we start off with a Quebec shooter who, sorry, not Quebec shooter, but it was a Quebec man who was shot by the SQ. As we start getting a little bit more information in regards to it, oh, sorry, I didn't realize there was ads going on. We need to actually fire off those ads right at the beginning. Apologies. So yeah, for those who are coming back from the ads, yeah, Quebec man who was arrested in Quebec and also shot by the SQ, Sûreté du Québec, after making online threats towards Trudeau and Legault. Now, this story gets very interesting based on information we already knew in regards to some of us and to others as we were discovering more information in regards to it. So it was a Scottstown man shot in Quebec, and the man in particular is this person here, which I have his
Germain Lemay.
Germain Lemay, 30-year-old individual, and he was shot by the officers.
Yeah.
As noted here. Sorry, yeah. So the man is now is now going to be receiving weapons charges because apparently he had weapons charges as well as allegedly threatening Trudeau and Legault.
Yeah. Elected officials.
Yeah. So a couple of points here. I want to get up to this particular point because there's a lot here. So Germain Lemay is subject of the police watchdog investigation after he was shot by officers. So there's going to be obviously an investigation that's done every time an officer fires a weapon, particularly if they injure somebody. But the Crown is charging Lemay with one count of uttering threats against two elected officials, Legault and Trudeau, as well as uttering threats to kill or harm a police officer, which I have the feeling might have been in the current point. The man threatened to blow up. In addition, the man threatened to blow up an office building belonging to Provincial Workplace Safety Board. The commission, des normes. This one's a weird one that got translated here, so give me a minute here. La Commission des normes, so the Commission of norms of equity, of health, and of state safety of travel, and then threatened to kill and harm a CNEST officer. Sorry, standards. Thank you, GRG 3613. So it's a fair amount of threats. Now, where it gets kind of interesting here is Mr. Germain Lemay is also dating somebody known as Melinda Stone or Melinda Stone or Melinda Stickles. Stickles, sorry. Melinda Stickles or Melinda Stone. Melinda Stone became of interest to a lot of people over there because they were an adamant follower of Clifford Apollo Tabor. They were made famous with a video, and I do not have that ready. Sorry, I didn't have that available, which was where they lifted a Trudeau flag showing guns saying, "I'm off to war in Ottawa," in singing. And this gets also a little bit more messed up, as this particular person, as we found out recently, has also had been charged themselves years ago. It's been confirmed. It's the same individual for absolutely horrific sex crimes against children. And they were coming up here to Ottawa to...
She didn't only take pictures of the kids doing
no.
acts. She even went and stripped down and
let me read children. Read the section here. So the boy and 4 girls were allegedly photographed performing sexual acts while under the influence of alcohol and cannabis. Melinda Stickles is also said to have stripped down and appeared with the young people in photos.
It's disgusting. She's a fucking disgusting human being. And she wants to blow up the place to protect people from pedophiles. She's a fucking full-blown, bona fide fucking pedophile. Disgusting. She's fucking disgusting. Holy crap.
So,
and he, like, they're both crazy together. They're like a Bonnie and Clyde, but like not intelligent at all.
So I was reading a little bit further into another article, and he was there during that. And I can't confirm this, but I believe I read up in the article that he was also there during the that particular incident with Melinda Stickles.
Ew. What?
Yeah. I could be wrong. I need to go check that article again.
Yeah,
but I believe I read that too. And I'm like, that's just even
oh my
so
God,
much
he's
more
a
messed
fucking
up.
monster. Like, they both look like monsters. What a terrible thing to say, but it's true. They're like, look at their eyes. They're fucking monsters.
Well, I'm not even looking at the eyes or appearance or anything like that. I'm not judging on that.
No,
I'm just
I mean,
judging on the actions.
I'm talking
the actions alone.
The actions, but when you look at them in their eyes, I'm not talking about pretty, not pretty, or whatever. It's like they're fucking dead inside. Seriously.
There is. I mean, there is.
Can you just picture
appearance.
yourself being an 8-year-old kid looking up at those two? That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
That's what fucking nightmares are made of.
The entire thing is absolutely horrible. It's horrifying. I apologize right now because I just realized we should probably start this off with a trigger warning. And warning you right now, the rest of the episode may also be a bit triggering for some.
Like
less about what we just discussed and more about just some violent acts coming up.
Like, what is this world coming to? Okay.
It is. It's yeah. So I mean, this individual is horrifying. And it's, the police acted, and again, not crazy about people being shot by police, but everything I've seen about these people in regards to what they have done, what have been charged with and whatnot.
What we've seen them say on their own videos, like
saying is one thing. What we've seen them also do and like charged for doing, I think it's reasonable to assume that it is possible that they may or may not have carried out those threats. As in, like, I can't say one way or the other one that they would not have carried out the threats. Not saying they absolutely would.
People who talk like that generally would carry, like, there are not a lot of people who would be bold-faced enough to go online and say that what they're saying. And if they're that crazy to say it, I wouldn't put it past them to do it.
He also brought out the reason he got shot is he brought out a weapon when he went to go talk to the cops who wanted to talk to him about the threats he made online.
Right. Like, what if, like, bad choices, this guy, right.
Yeah. So
poor life choices and whatever.
Poor life choices indeed.
Indeed.
So let's get away from the sad and move away to something a little bit nicer.
I'm trying to.
What are you trying to do?
My mouse doesn't work.
I'm deriving the interface. I'm bringing up the videos. You just need to talk.
I know, but I need to see the comments.
The comments are saying they all love you. You're okay.
Now I really want to see the comments.
Better say that or else I'm shit.
You're in big trouble.
There you go.
Oh, I love you too. Yay.
So now we leave Quebec and we fire off to Alberta, Calgary in particular, and to the Calgary School Board where they were having some discussions. And there was a protest by Arthur Pawlowski, and counter protesters came out there.
Yay.
They did a phenomenal job. But one particular thing before we get to more discussion is there was a particular discussion that was there.
An exchange.
There was an exchange, and it was
awesome.
It was absolutely brilliant.
Short and sweet.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to let the exchange speak for us.
Yeah. We will make pedophilia illegal.
It is illegal.
We will make
Oh,
pedophilia illegal.
what happened?
Cool.
That was
Yes.
really short. Oh, no. The one I sent you was like 16. It's funny.
It should be 16 seconds. This one is.
That one. Okay. I love that. It's just like to the point. Cool. Awesome. You dumbass. I will make it illegal. Well, what a fucking novel idea, eh, Joe?
It is.
We should
It's
make
just.
pedophilia illegal. Like, why didn't we think of that?
It's. I'm assuming. I'm assuming you're making the slow. Talking about me making slow eyes is like these guys aren't too bright. I'm like, yeah, I'm making those eyes because.
Yeah.
And I think we should all collectively like, dude, it's illegal. Like, read a law book. Read any book. Like, for fuck's sakes. Like, it's just.
I mean, I'm not.
I mean,
happy.
if you just if you want to make pedophilia illegal, then I'm all with you. And oh look, it's done.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think the sentencings are long enough. So, I mean, that's where the energy should go. But to say you're going to make it illegal, I don't know. I can't believe people listen to this shit and promote these people. Drives me bonkers that there are that many stupid people.
Well, it's wasted energy. Like that's my takeaway with it. It's like this purely wasted energy, and it's not just for this, but for everything else we're seeing. Like even like the anti-trans or anti-LGBTQ plus.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, they're coming in there and they're cutting off penises in the schools. No, they're not. And you're spending so much energy on something that just doesn't exist. I'm like, you are wasting energy. You're just
if they actually
waste.
believed it existed, wouldn't they be like breaking down the doors and like, I mean, not that I'm giving them any ideas, but if you thought for real that schools who are not equipped to do any types of surgeries, like, I don't even know, but if
They're
that was happening,
they're barely equipped enough to do their own
what are
goddamn
their
job of
nightmares
teaching.
made of? These people are nuts.
No, they are not. But I mean, okay, like they're convinced that these schools are equipped to do surgery. These schools are barely equipped to have crayons for the kids to color with, let alone having teaching materials to use. Like teachers don't have A, the resources, and B, the time to do anything beyond just whatever especially in the conservative government province, to do the basics. Because that's all they have the resources to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
no. They can also indoctrinate and program your child and do surgery and this and that and like do you expect them like to do like something right out of like Clockwork Orange with the kids? Like is that like we have enough people to go around with the eyedroppers? Like come on.
Anyway, yes, these people. And so this is why three things about them. They are not very intelligent. They have super inflated egos, and they are a my way or the highway in hate. And so those three things in one person and then bringing another person who is the same, that will never work because there's no common goal other than they each want to be number one. You know what I mean? Like it's just so stupid. And then they all start infighting about the dumbest details of anything. And these are all like far gone like ideas, like arrest the prime minister. What the fuck? Stand for the Jesus. Like I can't believe how hard they're pushing that. They're not smart at all.
No.
They're fucking dumb.
We've gone from the industrial age to the information age to the Dunning-Kruger age.
Oh my God.
I said it. You can go ahead and clip me. Push it
Yeah.
out. It's true.
Push it out. Yep.
Information like internet brought us Dunning-Kruger age. I'm sorry. It's true. Social
It
media age.
absolutely has. This is like the new survival of the fittest. Like, these dumb people are not sustainable.
No, they are not.
Anyway, we're supposed to die in like 24 hours, within 24 hours. So we'll see how that goes.
Well, it's true. That's true. Like the 5G's fired up, so we're supposed to be zombies now.
Yeah. But I think somebody corrected me. It's today and tomorrow. They've already moved the goalpost and added an extra day. So see how many
Having
more days.
observed the Raptors and sort of the Raptor watches, because the Raptors watchers have been happening for I don't know how long now. That date constantly changes. Like, oh well, we're just off by a little bit. It's gonna be next month.
Yeah.
Why not?
We were supposed to die 2 years ago when we got
Still
the
have-
vaccine.
I still have my plan of anybody. If I ever find out somebody who's that like believes in the Rapture, I am, as a neighbor of mine, I am totally going to fuck with. I'm telling you right now. And I'm going to document it. I'm going to photograph it. I'm going to set up cameras. I want to get their face in the morning when they come out and they see the horror show.
The horror show.
Well, the horror show to them. To everybody else watching this, you guys are going to be pissing yourself.
That'd be fun.
Because I'm hoping to watch them cry. And then I throw it onto YouTube. Moving on. We go to the 1 million march. And the Hands Up for Our Kids, the pretty much the organization by Kamel, El Sheikh, and Bahira, except not Bahira anymore, as the clip shows.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. For Monday, October 2nd, 2023, I want to make a major announcement. Dr. Bahira Abdul Salam is relieved from all her duties from the movement, and she will no longer be spokesperson in the movement. All opinions that she makes are her own opinions and are not the opinions of Hands Off Our Kids. If you volunteered in the groups, please leave those groups that she is in immediately and come back to the groups that we've made based on headquarters. Report to Naveed, Kareem Tedros, Wasi, and Maryland in the GTA area. There are groups being made. Any groups that are in there are only representative of Dr. Bahira's opinion. So please leave those groups now, and let's make Canada a better nation again, and let's fight for Canada's kids. God bless you, and God keep our land glorious and free.
Nope, I can't hear you.
First of all, did you notice he was out of breath? He just finished raging and then went on TikTok. You guys need to watch that again and see he's talking. He's out of breath. He just finished a rage and
Just thought he had bad cardio.
Yeah. And well, it's important. And I'll tell you why, because he's reactionary. That's his type of personality. He has no filter. He is not intelligent. He has no charisma. I think he's just like, he's sort of becoming fanatical right before our eyes, and people are going to pick up on that. Yeah. Like, what do you think? That was like his tone of voice, the way he was.
I think you're absolutely right. I mean, he did come in with, he came in a little bit hot. But you're right. He did come in a little bit cooled down, as in like we saw a little bit of heat at the beginning there, but there was more before something kind of set him off. Obviously, like he came in with the like sort of, all right, this has annoyed me, whatnot. I am now going to clean this, and I will do sterile language in regards to what I'm going to say. And so Dr. Bahira uh, is no longer with us. We're just we've parted ways, and so for people, don't follow her group, follow ours, and we're going to now focus on this, and that's it. Very specific, sterile and whatnot. There was something that occurred there, and we're not quite sure what. So, I mean, what somebody else is asking, like, what is it that caused this whole thing? I'll be honest with you, we're not sure.
Well,
I did look for it. I did look for specific things. I did not find that.
I'm going to read Bahira's statement that she came out with after he did that video, if people haven't seen it. Excuse
I'll
me.
help. So,
hi, everyone. We have facilitated meaningful conversations the last few days within our team. It's crucial to recognize that until now, we've operated as a grassroots movement without formal organization. As a leader deeply dedicated to our noble cause, I firmly reject any involvement in conflicts, defamation, or power struggles. My primary focus lies in establishing new teams rooted in the values of respect, trust, and knowledge. I am unwavering in my commitment to constructing a legitimate organization complete with a structured voting system and constitution. I extend a heartfelt invitation to leaders from every corner of our nation to join our ranks. It is imperative that as a movement, we embody the very principles we advocate for. Our primary mission is the protection of our children, ensuring their safety and well-being. I'm almost done. We cannot espouse freedom while stifling voices within our own ranks, nor can we champion democracy without upholding its fundamental tenets. Additionally, we recognize the importance of addressing concerns related to SOGI, sexual orientation, and gender identity, and the role of the gender ideology in our education system. While these are complex issues, our dedication to safeguarding children remains paramount. Transparency stands as an unwavering cornerstone on our path forward. Alongside an unshakable trust, I pledge to protect the public's trust, recognizing the weighty consequences of misguided decisions. So, blah, blah, blah. This is a power move by her, but it's also reality that Kamel is a massive, massive misogynist, and we don't have to look too far back when Save the Children decided to split from Hands Off Our Children, and Dana Metcalf put out that video where she was complaining about the misogyny within the movement.
I just want to repeat one particular line.
Yeah.
To go with yours. Sorry, with your message going there.
Sure.
Which was from the fourth paragraph, the very first one. We cannot espouse freedom while stifling voices within our own ranks, nor can we champion democracy without upholding its fundamental tenets.
Right.
That kind of speaks out to me like, oh.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, it is total. And he just finished raging before he did that TikTok. I'm sure they got into some sort of a conversation. And I feel like, and then, so he does the reactionary, she does this well thought out, wordy, but, whatever, constructed statement, which is a power move. Women, I don't agree with her at all in any shape or form, but in these sort of conflicts, women always end up taking the higher road. Like, look at Nancy Pelosi right now, for instance. She leaves for a funeral, and then and she says, well, I'm not happy with the timing, but I'm going to do it with class. So, Bahira, it's hard to tell who would get more support, because my take is that these people who are following them are not the most intelligent, and they are, I just feel like they will believe anything, so I don't find them intelligent at all. So maybe that would draw them to Kamel because Kamel is just an asshole, or maybe they'll resonate with somebody who sounds smarter. I don't know. Anyways, she only got 250 likes on that post, so who fucking cares?
That's true.
Yeah.
It's She probably got a fair amount. Sorry.
Mike, Kamel probably told Bahira to calm down. Shit at the fan.
Yeah. So
It's fine.
we could speculate as to what occurred there. I think we can all collectively agree there's obviously something a little bit more that occurred there for them to just like, nope, that's it, we're done. Because that's usually not something I just, you know what? Let's just kind of do that. No, something occurred. But everything else beyond that is kind of speculation. So they're on the outs. It's going to be interesting to watch them because again, these guys are going to intersect in spaces.
Yep.
Although Kamel is Ottawa, Bahira's Toronto.
But he's trying to keep that territory because he, in that video, ended up telling people to follow certain other people instead of staying with Bahira. Like he's such a fucking child. He's like,
well, he
you
does
need
want
to
to
leave
have
there and come here to my groups. Like
I think
is this
yeah, I
about
think
the
he's got a
children, Kamel?
larger
For real.
he's got the city of Ottawa in regards to his followers that follow him. But yeah, I think he's got I want to say a national ambition.
Yeah, of course he does.
Yeah. So speaking of national ambition, they're kind of expanding the whole 1 million march and they're trying to rebrand and expand. And they're now coming up with the wonderful idea of
Lies.
well, yeah, that's always on the table. But in this particular case, Guardians of Innocence. I shit you not, they renamed the Facebook group to be this.
It's so fucking stupid because it's their goddamn children who were running amok at these protests, ripping pride flags off of things and people and stomping on them and ripping them and yelling shit at other people.
Oh, no, that's fine.
Not
That's totally
innocence
fine.
anymore. There's no more innocence. You robbed your own kids of their innocence by like
Yeah, but Deana, that's totally fine. You don't understand. That's just totally fine. That's just healthy young behavior.
it's fucking disgusting. So yeah.
Yeah.
It's not because my kids never acted that way. And no kids that I know actually have acted that way. So
no, I mean, I've gotten to know Camilla quite well. She's a little mouthy, could be demanding, but she's
totally mouthy and demanding.
yeah, she's totally mouthy and demanding. But she's also absolutely compassionate and wonderful. So yeah, demanding for Starbucks is nothing compared to just hateful. And
it's like
she will never be.
Demanding is kind of she is like demanding's not totally the word. It's more persistent. She's like a terrorist. She will say the same thing over and over and over again until the answer becomes yes. Or
yeah,
I've
never had like, yeah, because I've never dealt with that before. Ever.
It's funny. She's a master negotiator.
Yeah.
She can't beat me down though.
No, you're one of the few ones. And I think I've given her a challenge too. So. Yeah. I've learned the ways. I figured I've dealt with you long enough. I can deal with her too.
Hey, thanks, new subscriber. Who is it? I can't read it.
I can't tell, but we'll find out later.
You can't? Okay, we'll see it later. Thank you.
Absolutely. So now we're going. So with this rebranding,
Guardians of Innocence, it was
1 million March. So they turned from the one event to now a group for this constant going on. Thank you. Next.
Thank you. So is this Dana Metcalf's thing?
I don't believe so. This looks like to be Kamel's group and Kamel's group. And in fact, Kamel's group has now, or people associated with Kamel's group are now firing off this next particular thing, which is an event announcement. So I will let them explain.
How come I don't see any little Muslim kid represented in that picture? Where's the hijab?
Well, you know.
I'm just kidding.
No, you should bring it up to these guys because, they're all inclusive.
Yeah, they keep saying that I'm not Muslim because I don't wear a hijab.
A couple weeks ago, there was the Million People March for the kids. October 21st, mark the date, there's going to be part 2. So you can check out the site, Save the Kids or handsoffourkids.ca for more info and for the one in your area. Let's get people out. It's about showing support, but also more importantly, it's about networking and meeting all the people who are on the same page, who see what's actually happening, see through the lies. It's not some sort of an anti thing. It's not a hate thing. It's nothing. It's to do with citizens standing up for what's right, citizens standing up for their rights over their own family, over their own thoughts, over their own children, things like that. I mean, very much in the realm of what we've been talking about for so long. Too much government overreach.
That dude's nuts, right? Well, I mean, he just like totally contradicted himself in so many things. I didn't see that video. He's dumb as nails. Like, what the fuck? He just finished saying, okay, first of all, how does the school have so much power to start controlling what you think, buddy? Like,
but it's
what are you
so
fucking talking about?
His particular video I kind of like for one aspect in regards to he kind of sums up the entire ridiculousness of the whole thing, which
is that satirical?
No, that's for real.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Well, yeah. So my question is valid. Is he not?
It's absolutely valid. Yeah, no, I'm not just dismissing that.
All right.
Like I said, I liked his video because it just summarized the ridiculousness of everything, which is like, I'm not racist, but again, anytime somebody says that to you, you're like, okay, let's go.
Okay.
It's going to be racist as shit because that's always what's happened. But you know what? I'm giving you your chance to surprise me.
We're sick of what we see. What are you seeing?
I'm not a bigot, but I think all the 2S LGBTQIA plus people should just disappear.
Yeah.
No.
I've seen too much.
That would be
Too
bigoted.
much. Like, what the hell, this guy? And then he says there's too much government overreach. You're the one who wants government to step in and take away this. Like, that's what they're doing. They're protesting governments. The board of directors is the governance of the school. And they want that governance to put cameras in classrooms, and they want that government to
put cameras in bathrooms.
Yeah. Like, what? That's government overreach, dude. Like, what do you think government overreach is?
You want P-cams in the school bathrooms?
It's like, so these guys are
spell it out.
And do you think you're going to have access to these videos when the cameras go up in these schools? Like, do you think stay-at-home moms would be like lying on their couch, like watching their classroom? Like, what the fuck is happening?
Like, no, hang on a sec. If they're putting cameras in classrooms and also cameras in the school bathrooms, I'm like, who's requesting access to these cameras? That's a list that should be of interest to people.
But that's government overreach. That's surveillance. They want surveillance. They want their kids to get used to being surveilled. They're so worried that the government is watching over them that they want to put now, in another idea, cameras so that the government can watch over their kids. Like, fuck.
But no, but I mean, if these guys want to have access to those cameras too, I'm like, that's a fucking list you need to watch. Because like, I know. I can't either. But I'm like,
with these people, they're just so fucking stupid.
It's just like, but hang on.
Hang on. I need a drink.
Thank you, magic hand.
Yeah, no. Anyway, so then yes,
the best timing ever.
And they want to burn books, and they want to have government overreach to burn books, and they want to have government overreach to change a curriculum that they don't even understand, take out something that doesn't even exist.
It's true.
They're just like, I don't know what to say. Okay, what's the next video?
No.
What? Did you just think of something?
we're coming back to Ottawa.
Oh,
I.e., it's not just next video. We're now coming to Ottawa this
come
week.
on with us, everybody. Come to Ottawa with us.
Why
What a
not?
day. What a day today was in Ottawa.
3 million people have come to Ottawa to go camp in the camps around Ottawa. I believe it's 2 of them, but one particularly Castleman camp.
With one
So
porta
we're not
potty.
with one porta potty. 3 million, one porta potty. Let's see how that works out.
BYOPP.
That's going to be
porta potty.
3 million, one porta potty.
Hashtag
That's a reality show.
BYOPP.
Shitty one, pun intended. But, you know, why not? So before we get directly to Ottawa, we're going to go to sort of leading up to it. And this week, Veterans for Freedom decided to leak a video in regards to preparations of this particular convoy, the Save the Children's Convoy. And they leaked a recording in regards to one of the meetings that was in person. Somebody went in there, recorded it. I believe we've got some information as to who it might be, but we can discuss that a little later. Before then, you know what? I'm going to let everybody hear listen. I did a little bit of volume boosting to the audio, so hopefully everybody can hear clearer. I've left the original transcript to help people out. Let's all listen.
I'm telling you, I'm in the inner circle. I know. There's very few of us that are in the inner circle. I happen to be lucky to be one of them. I know the plan. We're going to do a convoy, and we're going to Toronto. Toronto's the destination.
No, Toronto is the
It's
destination.
not only Toronto, but we're going to go to the financial district in Toronto. Yep. And we're going to surround that. And we're going to put blockades up, and we're going to hold that ground. Right. And we're not going to move. And there's plans in place to make that work, the financial district.
Yeah.
Downtown
Yeah,
financial district.
so you're, it's gonna be like a 1 block area?
It's a big area, but it'll probably be several blocks. But they're going to block that whole area off. And we're going to dig a tunnel, essentially. Now, we already know what's going to happen. They're going to bring in thugs,
Yes.
like they did in Ottawa. They're going to come in and move around us. But the plan is, when they get everybody in, so to speak, there's another larger group of people going to come in surround them. So now they can't move forward and they can't move back.
Yep.
They can't be resupplied. They can't be anything.
Yep.
We got them.
That's right.
Right? And no violence.
No, makes sense.
We're going to all have white flags, peace, 18 by 18 inches. White flag means peace, means parley as well.
Truce.
And if anything was to even come out of a gun, a projectile, a rubber bullet, whatever, from that side against a white flag, that's an international incident.
Yep.
You can
That's
ask
right.
any nation in the world that follows that protocol for help. Right? One of those nations that happens to follow that is United States of America.
Are they?
And as you guys know, they're already watching this country intently.
There.
They're not pleased about the Chinese infiltration.
That's right. No.
We have friends in the NSA that are telling us this. They see this shit happen. They're not happy. They can't just go outright and come through the border.
No.
They have to have a genuine reason for being there. Right?
That's right.
And you're staying until.
We're staying until the government either is disbanded or is arrested. And we have a team in place to do that as well. Ex-military, ex-police. Those guys ready to do it right now. And a large group of people. I'm not talking small amount of people here.
Yep.
So the numbers so far from what I've been hearing are what 3 million.
Sure, buddy.
Wow.
So we're not fucking around. All right. What are they going to do with 3 million of us?
Yeah. That's right.
Put 3 million of us in jail?
Porta potty.
I don't think so.
No.
Right. We got support of other people this time, right? Like not just white Canadians. We got a lot of folks on our side this time, right? And no one wants violence. None of those people want any of that for their kids, right? And I don't want it either. Nobody I know wants it, right? But if I'm attacked, I'm going to fucking defend myself. That's all I'm going to tell you. Okay? And we're ready for that scenario as well, right? We've got Lexan shields, we have gas masks, we have all that stuff, right? We're ready for it. It's going to happen. Highway blockages are going to happen. There's a band of natives in Quebec that are planning on burning a bridge. I don't agree with necessarily that, but that is what I heard. They're planning on burning a bridge. Yeah,
There was a lady that was wanted to.
yeah, but I mean, the thing is, the violence. You're defending yourself at that point. You're not being offensive. Yeah. You're not being aggressive. You're in defense. You're in defense. So actions in defense aren't violence, in my opinion. You're just defending your body, your value,
Oh,
autonomy.
but when
yourself.
I do that, I'm assaulting
Yeah.
people.
It's true.
It's playing again.
Is it?
So, are you stopping it? Yeah. It's playing again, Joe. Okay.
Is it
Weird.
doing it?
Yeah. Listen to all those chuds who are pissed off at V4F for putting it out there. They're veterans, which means they made an oath to this country and to the people who live in it to defend. And what you guys were plotting is fucking insane. And you can't pretend that it's going to be peaceful when you're trying to overwhelm the police. They think the police are just going to be like, "What? You caught me." That's not how it fucking works, you psycho nut fucks.
Yep.
So the V4F were at least smart enough, obviously, to understand the implications of your idiotic, fucking stupid, deadly plan. And it's the least they could have done is warn the people that they pledged, or a country or whatever they pledged to defend, from people like you fucking terrorists. God damn it. They're fucking terrorists.
So you gave an opportunity for Deana to say terrorist, go home. Yeah. So
No, these guys need to go to prison. I'm done with the go home.
fair enough.
These guys are fucked up. These
Yeah.
guys are fucking fucked up.
So a lot of this planning was obviously dialed back quite a bit because it hasn't happened yet. Thank fucking God. I mean, some of this shit's absolutely insane. The entire Toronto convoy seems to have disappeared and just appeared in Ottawa because I think the major significant reason, they lack the numbers. Although it's still being looked into, but they seem to lack numbers. Hell, they had lacked the numbers in Ottawa.
You mean they didn't get the 3 million?
I know, it's shocking. Maybe they're hiding in the porta potty. I don't know.
I have a tip for all of them. It's really easy to tell if you're going to have people come out or not. If you say 3 million, but your platform only gets you up to 5,000 likes, the highest one that I saw, you're probably not going to get even to
5,000?
2,500, because all those people who gave you likes aren't the same people who are going to go out and do whatever. So, like, use this. Bow out respectfully. The entire fucking nation is laughing at you. People who shared the same views as you back in 2022 are laughing at you guys. We're still laughing at you guys. Like, you're fucking shitting the bed. Just fucking put your head down and get the fuck out of here and leave us the fuck alone for good now, please.
Let's
This
be
should
honest.
be
Yeah.
humbling, and it's not. It's crazy. It's not humbling them.
Let's be honest here. I mean, my poll is a great demonstration this week of like, you guys are fucking laughing at each other.
Yeah.
I mean, you're now, V4F is doing that. And then from V4F's leak and commentary, you got Elliot McDavid and...
Elliot McDavid is a fucking caveman.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
He's commenting on them. So is Lagoof, who's also, whatever the hell Lagoof is now.
He's calling on V4F. I want to see somebody from V4F just like
I'm sure he's going to get that.
Give him
the
a
finest
gentleman's handshake.
I'm sure he's going to get the finest hackers in the whole business. I'm not ever concerned. So it's kind of devolving because these guys are just getting more ridiculous in some of the stuff that just makes no sense.
None.
And you watch these guys are kind of like falling apart. And again, we're going to continue on that because there's more.
There's more.
And it gets ridiculous. And at this point is we leave the V4F and we just go straight to Ottawa. And my God. So as many of us know, they decided to come to Ottawa. Sorry, they didn't come to Ottawa. They got to Castleman and decided to all get together and have a nice little open, heartfelt get together. And you know what? No.
It's like holidays. Holiday dinner.
Who do we got
All right,
here?
can we all be quiet now? Everybody else? We'll be good?
Chris, you go ahead. Start down there, brother.
Just glad to be here, all of us, standing beside Colin Big Bear Ross with so many other wonderful people here. And we've all got something to say, but we're all here to protect the people. And we're here to have safety together. Safety together, that's all we're seeking. And we're going to represent ourselves well. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Colin Big Bear Ross here. So we had a meeting for the Save the Children here. We're out in Ontario. We posted the address to exactly where we are. We have nothing to hide here. We want to be transparent with the people of Canada. We stand for all humanity. We're standing here for the children. That's what we're here for all children.
And Trudeau for treason, guys. Don't forget. We're not letting Trudeau off the hook.
Yeah. There needs to be. Hey guys. Everyone will have their turn to talk, please.
We have to
Everyone will have
save
their
the
turn.
country.
Listen, you're going to have to go if you're going to keep going.
We can't let Trudeau off the hook for what
Yeah.
happened last time, guys.
But
Yeah, these guys are taking over. It wasn't save the children.
He put our
Save the
truckers in
country.
jail.
Save the country.
We need to save the country and make democracy happen. Our government is entangled with the World Economic Forum. It's not going to happen. Trudeau for treason, stand for thee. Trudeau for treason. There's infiltrators behind us. There's infiltrators behind us.
You're painting yourself.
Trudeau for treason, save the children.
Taking over.
there's no question here. We want transparency.
You walked into the middle of a.
We have to hold accountability.
Oh, let's go have the meeting now. How's that democracy?
What makes your voice more valuable than mine? What makes your voice more valuable than
I was
mine?
talking on a live, and you interrupted.
My life away, drive back home and drive my troubles away. It's a damn shame. We're hard to see. Gotta do. People like me. People like you.
And then they show their true colors. Stand for thee. Show their true colors today.
Come on.
Oh.
I understand that.
It's on video.
Okay, this is my house. You guys have to leave.
We are not on your property right now.
Yes, you are.
And
You
you're in
either
my face.
leave or am I calling
Call
police?
it. Call the police and say if I can be here. This is the
I
side
will
of the
call
road.
the property owner as well.
is right there, though. Why don't you go?
Some of them don't know what they're doing, and God bless them. He just sprayed on my phone. Spray painted my phone. Yes, he did. He just spray painted my phone.
We spoke to the property owner. He said if you guys do not leave here, he's coming here himself. And
Okay.
He's going to bring the cops.
Okay, go ahead.
Just talk to my landlord. This
Go
is
ahead.
private property.
Oh, is that your car? They did that to your car?
That guy jumped on the hood of my car and smashed me in. I got attacked.
After you tried to run him over?
I didn't run him over. I was trying to pick up my here on site.
This is what I'm talking about, man. Like relentless.
Oh, sorry.
It is these guys are so insane to each other. They're dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good that they're in, like, this is what this is what humanity needs. They need like an open space, like almost like farmy land out in Castleman somewhere where you can just get all these really angry guys who whatever, but they can take it out on themselves. Like they just sort of, get
Wait. Chud daycare out on the farm.
Yes. Shut
There we go.
Day camp. It's day camp.
Yes.
Yeah.
Big open field. They can just go and do whatever they want. All in the big open
Out in the
field.
wild.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Done.
But we're going to have to up the health standards of our day camp and add a couple more porta potties, okay? Because
possibly some showers.
We could get, for sure.
Bring them out there, hose them down, let them run around and scream about Trudeau. We'll put a couple cutouts of Trudeau so they can go there and do some effing.
Do whatever, but no, we want them to beat each other, though. So we don't put distractions like Trudeau and stuff. You just let them try
don't worry.
plan.
No, I figure the placards can also tire them out. All the effing, they can tire themselves out.
But the reason why they fight is because they're trying to plan, and each of their plans is better than the other. So they have to follow the other person's plan, or else the other plan's not going to work. And then the plans are just so like too much planning and not all the same plan. It needs to be a focused plan. That's the problem. It's the plan.
It's the planning. They decided. You're right. It's
the plan.
Yeah, the plan is just never the plan. And it's just they're horrible at the plan, and therefore they need to get a better plan. And they think of a better plan, and that plan is just not good as the other guy's plan. It's just planning is not their thing.
There goes the plan.
Through the planet. It is absolutely horrible. We're going to have to do better planning for that. So that's them coming in on the Tuesday. And that was
It was a good night. It was really fun.
an interesting start because
everybody was having such a great time, and like reading the posts, it was comedy night.
It was, and it was one of those.
Canada.
And again, I was trying to prep for the show because I was trying to get all the clips and everything else that came up. And as this is coming out, I'm just grabbing everything from this because it's absolutely insane. There was great live streamers out there. I want to give props out to King Schmitty's, who was doing
was doing awesome. Yeah,
absolutely fantastic. Trying to keep up with what was going on to keep up with it, and then as well as all the other content creators who fired off so much content from like Not a Convoy, TikTok Scientist,
Mayor
McCheese, and everything else. Because again, these ridiculous things need to be highlighted for exactly what they are, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely Polychick for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So yeah, if you guys are doing it and we didn't mention it, I apologize. Love you all for sure.
We're retweeting you, so that's
If we're not retweeting, just poke us and we're like, and we'll apologize because we're not being very good people if we forgot you. But we all love you for sure. Nugs for sure too.
Yes, Nugs.
Now, one of the things that came out of this particular, was it Tuesday night event? I lose track of days right now. No, sorry, Monday night. The Monday night was when the thing came out.
Right.
Was today was supposed to be a march. And this march was for the missing murdered Indigenous women.
The search the landfill specifically.
Search the landfill specifically. Now, luckily, this particular event is no longer as significant based on a fantastic change of government in Manitoba.
Yes.
So, Wab Canoe, congratulations to be the first premier in Canada, First Nations, and flipping the entire province over to NDP.
Yep.
And we're pretty sure now searches are coming.
Yeah.
But still beyond that, and in particular at this particular point, this particular event was supposed to occur. And
today.
Today.
Yes.
But based on what happened on Monday, and all the tension that was concerning them because of that, and just the convoy in general.
Well, and the fact that they said that they were going to come and be at this vigil.
They were forced to, and this is from them, postpone the event because they were not comfortable with the convoy coming in.
This is what the convoy is doing. They are stifling voices because people don't want to associate with you fucking clown terrorists. You are needing to just stop now.
Thank you,
new subscriber. Like, how many hints does somebody need to take before they realize that, like everybody is telling you, the whole world is telling you right now, you need to soak that in, and then you need to fucking put your tail between your legs and you need to go the fuck home or go to your trial that's upcoming or whatever it is. Like, nobody wants you near our children, you terrorist fucks. You're not saving any children. You're not helping any cause. None of it. In fact, you're hindering causes, and that's why causes are postponing very important protests or vigils or statements to the world, to the government, to whatever of their cause. So
It's
yeah,
true.
Fuck you.
And I mean, I've seen a lot of messaging from the from indigenous groups that are so disappointed. And I mean, I remember seeing a few of them, particularly like saying they saw this right wing movement come in and sort of take over the messaging to sort of add it to their cause.
Yeah.
And they're upset because like, no, our message is specifically to this. And I remember many times Deana and I have discussed this back and forth, which is if we go to a particular event, if we're going for a defense, we're there for the defense. If we're going for to counter protests and anti-LGBT, that's what we're there for. But we've gone to other protests which has nothing to do with either two. For example, like the Iranian protests for women, where we said nothing in regards to LGBTQ. We were there to support that particular event.
Right.
Exactly. We're not trying to grab events and add it to everything else that we're doing in total because we need to boost that. No, we're there to support that particular message.
Right.
It's a huge distinction because we believe those particular things need absolute messaging for sure. Like the Iranian protests and anti-LGBTQ counter-protesting, drag defense, each one deserves its own unique attention, and we don't bring any of the other ones there. We will support them.
We're not going to muddy the water. Like we want to be loud and clear about that statement. And if you keep trying to make 20 statements in a protest, nobody's going to be clear on what especially when none of you can agree on all 20. Yep. Like, it's just so stupid. The
FSIS and the Missing Murdered Indigenous Women's protest has one specific message and one specific
search the
goal.
landfill. It's
search
right there in the poster.
Exactly.
And it's not vague. Like when you just say something like save the children, you don't even know what you're saving the children for. Yeah. This search the landfill, we know exactly what needs to happen. There are people's sisters, mothers, daughters that have been dumped into a landfill. They're murdered and missing Indigenous women and girls. We know exactly what we're demanding from the government.
Yeah.
To find those people and bring them home.
For those who are a little bit technical or in regards to assessments of goals, it's what's called a SMART goal. It's small as far as specific, measurable, accurate.
Right.
Can't remember they are and time caps. It's a very specific thing. This is what we want. We want to search the landfill for women or any additional victim. That's it. That's all.
Yeah.
Nothing else more encompassing, as in like you're not going to go in there waving every child matters flag, scream you want to get search landfills, and then yell freedom because the vaccines are hurting you. Like at that point,
And the dirty globalists and all that other fucking junk.
Agenda 2030.
And treason, Trudeau for treason, and blah, blah, blah. Like, they don't want any of that. The message is search the landfill. You guys keep your fucking selves at home. There's nothing you're going to do for anybody. But yeah, at least they warned them. At least they said that they were going to do it so that the organizers of Search the Landfill knew ahead of time that they needed to pause this thing, right? Because imagine they just showed up.
Yep.
Then what?
Exactly. I mean, I've got many bandanas, and I will not wear the rainbow bandana to a search and landfill protest.
Right.
I will wear a red one to go with the red dress.
Right.
Dress appropriately, people. It's not that hard.
Yeah. Forget Cheer Canada flags and shit like that.
Yeah. Save that shit for.
And it's not that we don't like the Canadian flag. There's just.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said save Canada. I'm like.
Anyway.
Anyways, for
now what happened? There was some more fun that happened. Did you get the? Yeah, you got more in there. I see it.
Well, yeah, it's we've seen this one here. Did we see this one?
We saw the one where they're all standing in line, and then the other one, where the guy starts singing. What's happening in Ottawa? Like downtown.
Yes. Oh yeah. Something happened in Ottawa, didn't
so much happened.
All right. So let me get to Ottawa here. So the event was canceled, but
they still showed up.
They still showed up. So
it's a good thing the event was canceled.
Yeah. So they still showed up. Give me a moment here. I'm being a terrible person here. You know what? Let me start off with how the beginning of the event is they came in with a message around, I think it was around 2:00, saying 3:00, we're going to get all together and we're going to get to Ottawa, get to Parliament, we're going to march and we're going to take over the city. Well, I might be exaggerating part of that, but that was the emotion that we're giving off.
But peacefully.
Peacefully. Remember that. They're coming in here peacefully. And so let's go through the clips.
So the House of Commons, guys, that's where we're standing outside right now. These people are coming out and, we're just voicing our opinions, peacefully voicing our opinions. And as this grows and grows and grows, they're not going to be able to not listen to us.
As you can tell, we're on Wellington Street in Ottawa. We're down here voicing our concerns. So we'll just watch the criminals come out there.
That's right. Hey!
Why did you wear a ticket because she has the megaphone? You insulted me. You back off me. No. Back off. I haven't insulted her. I'm not running away, but I haven't complained on you, and I want you to back off.
Hey.
We use it every day. Hey, we use it every day.
Look at him.
Every day. Freedom! Arrest the politicians, the corrupt WEF.
You see Christina and that other girl there with their full court press on the cop.
Oops. Shit.
That was funny. They're like trying to block the cop from getting to the person that he needs to be talking to. Like they're just so deranged. They are. They think they're going to. Oh my god.
So I mean, so they got larger numbers, and we've seen this up to this point where they will. I mean, we've seen Dirksen and many others on the Wellington Street regulars where they're just going to, challenge police and yell and scream and be whatever. And they don't care. They're just going to be louder, more offensive. And I'm sure this comes as a surprise to nobody, but it got worse for them. And I'm going to slowly increment in regards to how it goes through it. So I got a total of an additional 4 as we see the escalation.
What's happening there right now that they're showing is that guy had a speaker playing music there, and one of the officers walked by and seen that happening, and he talked to the other officer and said, "Let's go get the sergeant and write this guy a ticket."
Yeah, let's go get the bylaw officer to write him a ticket because we are sick of this. He said the people are sick of people protesting.
Yeah. So he's getting $1,000 ticket. Brian Dirksen just got $1,000 ticket too for having his speaker. Yeah, so now everybody's shaming them, right? So they're coming and giving us tickets, but people are burning around here loud because they're saying it's a bylaw, noise bylaw, and but like they're not chasing anybody else down. They're tripping by here in a Harley or something. You know what I mean? Making like honking horns and stuff.
Right behind him, there was a gentleman with a car stereo just pumping. So that was a noise infraction, but they let him go. Yeah. And you can barely hear his speaker across the road.
I didn't even hear his speaker. I didn't even know he was over there, and that was playing because I couldn't even hear it from across the street.
We're up against.
And they're giving him a ticket for that. So this is what we're up against, guys. Come on. We're doing it peacefully. We need the numbers. We need boots on the ground. Get down here and camp with us.
Why does that keep happening?
I'm not sure. There's not much I can do about that because there's
doesn't matter.
I'm working on that.
I've never really listened to that was Freedom George, right?
That was Freedom George, yes.
I've never really listened to him speak more than a sentence or two because like he'd be on a shared live with somebody else and then I'd get tired of it all, so I would stop watching it. He's a jughead, eh? Like he's totally like yeah.
I've seen a couple of his lives. I'm like listening to his language. I'm like, dude, you're awkward.
Yeah, he's just dopey.
Yes, but you know what? They got the tickets out. They kind of learned, so now they're pulling back. Nothing. They're not doing much more. They're trying to be peaceful. All of them are all kumbaya. Oh wait, that's not what happened.
And they don't want to hear us. That's it. So that's why we're down here, guys. So,
and what they're doing is they're flexing their muscles too.
Oh yeah. Flex them all you want. Flex them all you want.
Yeah, I went after Brian now. We better get over there. Look, we got cops fighting.
Oh look here, look, cops are broke out. What are you doing?
What the hell?
So I just want to show you guys, you know, when we try to do peaceful things and follow the rules and regulations, they keep flexing their muscles on us. They're the ones that's going to create chaos down here, not us. So just letting you guys know. We'll continue exposing this.
Just a microphone. No danger whatsoever.
Hold on. So what did you do? Keep flexing the muscles. And ladies and gentlemen, this is only day one. We're going to be here every single day.
That Officer McDimples Doyle. I have people that go into my DMs when they see this video or whatever, and they comment on how hot he is. And I'm talking men and women. So I think, because he is good, and he gets hotter every time he arrests one of them. So I think we need a calendar. And that calendar has to be a picture of Doyle arresting one of them. And it's a different one of them for every month. What do you guys think?
Nice.
I think that would be great.
There's merch we can make. If we can if we can get and here I expand this to the entire audience. If you guys can help us send us photos of Doyle arresting,
like stills of,
yeah,
of
absolutely,
him arresting or taking away a sign or taking away a wagon or any of that
absolutely.
stuff. We need to make it for every month.
Get me the photos. I will even do a draw to see if I can talk to Doyle and if I can get him to autograph a few. And if we give it to a good charity,
I'm sure he'd be allowed to do that. He works for the Ottawa Police. He wouldn't be
I'll
allowed
talk to them and saying in regards to, if we, because we'll make sure to anchor like all proceeds of the calendar goes to a wonderful
I would,
charity.
if he'd be able to pick the proceeds, like where it would go, as long as it's not
Absolutely.
racist or whatever. But I don't.
Yeah,
think
exactly. I'd like to see some sort of progressive, young LGBT, 2S LGBTQIA plus community or charity.
Whatever, it's his charity. But he's not going to be allowed to sign it. I'm telling you right now. It wouldn't appear neutral, and that's his job. So no, he's not signing it. But I think it would be a great idea. It was just a joke.
Let's do the calendar, and you know what? Let's go from there. We'll figure it. We'll make it. We'll see what we can do. I'm not sure we can make it happen. We'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
So that was the arrest of the day. Oh no.
There were more.
There were more.
Just remember never.
But before we get to more, I do have an update in this particular arrest.
Oh yeah.
I do.
Well, it's her update. How much? Let's take it with a grain of salt.
It is. Well, there's a fair amount of it.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Where is? I'm trying to queue shit up here.
So that was Crystal Peters that was arrested. If we didn't announce that, Crystal Peters is a very loud bigot, Christian, Christo-fascisty, gross bigot. She has outstanding hate crimes against her right now from a previous incident back in Gavin-Hurst, Ontario. And now...
But then she got fined.
She makes
2 new charges.
Yeah.
For speaking her truth.
Her truth.
$490. As well as can't go 500 meters of Wellington and Metcalfe. All for using a microphone to speak truth. She got bylawed. Oh, sorry.
True that. Now she can't go. So now she came all the way up here. What is she going to do? She's going to stay at the camp.
Secrets out. I did not read. I didn't read the tweet fully till right now. She got fucking yanked for using a megaphone or some sound amplification, and now
it was a microphone. It was a microphone.
But yeah, microphones don't do any noise.
No, but it was also the speaker was really loud. So yes,
that's what I mean. That's my point.
Their issue is that she should be allowed to speak as loud as she wants to because her message is the truth. So she should be allowed to belt it out, no matter whether or not it breaches a bylaw.
They being her.
Not just her. They're all saying it in their lives. They were trying to negotiate with the cops, not just her.
I know. Yeah. So as more people cause difficulties, this didn't end there. There's two additional arrests that's coming up, and we're going to go through it. So this next one, I am going to give a trigger warning here to people here. This one is a little bit aggressive by the police.
Is it weird that I wasn't triggered by it? Like everybody keeps saying trigger warning. How is this? This is actually triggering people.
This might be triggering people in regards to the tracers involved. The person is being arrested and they are confined, and when they're the taser is being dispersed. So for those people, it's just a caution to everybody here. I know you and I are desensitized because we're a little twisted, but again, not everybody else here might be. So it's for you. Again, here we go.
Come on, do not do that. You're an asshole. You're a fucking asshole. I bet you feel
Back
good.
up. You're gonna back up.
I bet you feel good.
Back up the fuck up, man.
I bet you feel good.
Back up. Back up. Back up.
Go ahead.
Back up.
Stand behind me.
Back up.
Okay.
I hope he does, because I'll sue the balls off of him. I will sue the balls off of you.
Sounds so tough.
He didn't. This is forceful, man. Man, can you control him? He's just being brutal. He's just being. He has no balls.
Don't worry.
Yeah. You're lucky you didn't tase me, bud. You're so lucky you didn't tase me. Yeah. I will pray for your souls.
Billy, don't say a word. Billy.
Do not say a word. Don't say a word, dear.
Go to the hospital.
God is watching you. Don't you worry. God is watching.
I have a quick question. 'Cause,
Your
I've
spirits will
seen
not
that
be
video
saved.
over and over again. Was that the video that was released? Was that the
Okay.
video that was released by their side, or was it clipped? Because I
clipped it.
honestly, no, I saw it, and it started at the same time. You didn't clip the beginning.
There was a little bit before but it was just the cameras on somebody, that the person that was sort of broadcasting it. So there was not
'Cause
much
I'd
more
like
that's
to
really
know what prompted that.
I don't know. And that's
Yeah.
the thing, is we don't
Hate
know that. Yeah, I agree. We don't know what the lead up is for that particular video here. So that was Billy. We don't know who Billy is. It's not Wild Bill, because I went back and took a look, and I'm
That's
like,
definitely
nope,
not him. Not even close.
definitely not him. Because both Dean and I would have recognized him immediately. But he was number 2. And at the same time, what occurred was number 3. So right as number 2 was occurring, just before the cut there,
I just want to ask anybody in the audience or whatever, if you know a video that gets more of it, please send it my way, because yeah, I don't like the cut videos like that.
Yeah.
Drives me nuts.
So if we do get some background, unfortunately we didn't get it up to this point. If we do get some background, we'll probably see if we can at least push it out on social media to let you guys know.
Yeah.
But there was the third one, and I will show it to you guys now.
He didn't do anything, man. He didn't do anything, man. He didn't do anything, man. Yeah.
I'll take a swing at it.
He didn't do. Hey guys, come on. Don't touch them. Come on. We're peaceful. Everybody back up. Everybody back. I know, but they don't care.
Oh, I don't care either.
They'll hurt you, babe.
Yeah, I know. Hurt them.
Hey, you fell on your own ass, and then you tried to hit him.
I don't know. I feel like they are too revved up and they want to fight with the police. And another reason why, like, so, you know, I'm busy at work. I'd really like to go because I want to see. I mean, we're seeing some of their videos. I'm sure it's very much like what I filmed on the long weekend in September, at the beginning of September, and how they yell and like really loud and yell at people who have nothing to do with their cause, just yelling at random people, saying really vile, disgusting things. I bet you all of those things are happening. But it's like the videos that we're seeing right now are sort of just the sort of gratifying phase for everybody to see them getting arrested. But I think it's extremely important that we also pump out the why it happened and not just that it happened. And so that's why I like being there and documenting, because all we see is their reaction videos of how the police treated them. And that's the message they push. But when I was there, I was showing everybody what is like who they are, what they're doing, and we need to see that at the same time as we see the reaction.
So even to, and this is something I remember coming to you directly while I was preparing stuff for tonight, which is we got the clip from Crystal Peters being arrested, but I even commented like, we all these guys are releasing clips of Crystal Peters being arrested. All of them cut out
Yeah.
why she's being arrested.
Right. I don't like that.
Flat out.
And
So
it's gross.
I did not get a chance to, as Christine Poutine just messaged up here, and you're probably absolutely right. Nugs probably has a lot more context as to what's going on.
Was Nugs live or no?
Nugs was live, yes.
Okay.
So I need to go through that and talk to them. Unfortunately, Nugs, the clips came out from Nugs not as quickly as I was able to come in.
Pull your mic
but
in
again,
front of you, Joe.
Sorry?
Pull your mic in front of you.
Is that better?
Way better. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's right in my face. Anyways, so it is absolutely, yeah. So it's not a fault on Nugs or anybody else. It's just today was just insane in the speed and the amount of stuff going on. It's just way too much. Absolutely huge. So we're going to try to, we tried to keep as up to date and as quick as possible, but it's just way too much going on. There's nothing much we can do about it.
Yeah.
So I apologize.
Insane. I mean, it's all over the internet anyways. We can talk about it. I think everybody here has seen it. And if you haven't, just follow any of us, anybody that you see on here. I'm sure they've retweeted it, commented on it.
Agreed.
Made their own posts out of the footage. Like, it's everywhere.
Absolutely agreed. So Nugs did a fantastic job. Again, to those so the clips and everybody else has been there. We're going to try to keep these things up to date. There's going to be a lot more going on this week because these guys are still up in Castleman, camped out there, and it's going to be an interesting weekend. I'm sure of it. We'll keep you guys up to date as much as possible.
Yeah.
I think we're done for now. We're going to sign off now. We'll keep you guys up to date. I don't know if Deana has anything else you add.
No, just enjoy this last video. Oh, wait. Thanks to the new subscribers and the new followers.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. Yep.
Say it.
Say what?
Don't forget to join.
Oh, yeah. The auto active. Okay. I thought I was missing something else. Yeah. So we've got the auto activism Discord. Join us, mostly everybody else on there because Discord hurts my brain. But it's pretty user friendly. I just can't handle all these platforms. Deana Joe Spaces on Friday night, which is on X or Twitter or whatever you want to call it.
What do you want to call it?
Twix. So Joe is going to send out the first invite. And if you're following Joe, if you're not following Joe, you need to follow Joe at Joe More 73. So that he can send you a direct DM that we are going on Spaces, and then he will send another direct DM when we're on. So you set a reminder, but even if you don't remember, we're still gonna remind you. And it's a lot of fun because everybody else gets to talk with us and share whatever it is, and we like that. So
absolutely. Friday nights is definitely about you guys. We want to hear about you guys. Come check us out. Come join in and come speak. We want to hear from you guys. Till then, we're going to do a closing clip by a very strange TikTok/Twitter artist. She's known as sometimes Anaid, other times as the Deana. Till then, good night.
Wait. Before we do that, is everybody watching the how to swear in sign language on TikTok? I want to teach you what she taught me.
What'd she teach you?
How to say you're a fucking thunder twat. Ready? We're going to do it slowly. This is what she does. Point to the person, you're. Then you say a fucking, like fucking. Do the actions. Thunder, you touch your ear and you rumble. Thunder. Twat is your finger and thumb like this. If you want to say cunt, you just have to slap them together harder. So together, everybody, you're a fucking thunder twat.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Infiltration. Infiltration.
It's a damn shame.
Infiltration.
Down, everybody!
Infiltrators.
Almost just murdered somebody.
Down, everybody!
It's a damn shame.
Almost just murdered somebody.
Infiltrators.
God bless you! God bless you!
It's a damn shame.
Infiltration. Infiltration.
God bless you! God bless you!
Get the fuck out, you fucking bitch! Infiltrators.
God bless you!
Get the fuck out, you fucking bitch!
You almost